Fuck, dude. Yee! Same fucking dude.
Сука.
No, I shot around the fucking bad guy, dude. Ah, fucking behind me, you little shit. Fuck you, dude! No!
Сука.
Oh, I didn't know what gun that was. That's what I get for playing dirty, dude. Fuck! Fuck, dude, that should have been my fucking kill. These pre-fires coming in clutch as fuck, dude. I'm gonna get pre-fired. No, dude, I didn't have my laser on. But we paid the mill for the checkpoint. Dude, what is going on with the little camera? I don't know. I'll try the replug and plug back in method. No, it's still acting slow as. It's like it only happens when we're in game, though. I don't know. Wonder where this goes to. Oh, that's my mouse. What is this little guy? A little piece of rubber that might have gone under my my keyboard. It is. Well, that seems to be fine. I guess the real test will be once we go into a match, though. It seems like that's when it fucks up. How did I manage to do all those? Those weren't all last hero. Like, only one of them was. The other two were, like, checkpoints, I thought. Or just at least not last hero. Alright, I need to start transferring my money over. It'd be nice to get this. So I paid the mill. I did this a few days ago, too. I paid the mill, and it didn't work. And I think I paid it like 2 or 3 times, dude, so I think I lost a few mil. But I didn't know my number, like, beforehand. So I can't, like, verify if that's true or not. And then today I paid the mill, and it didn't work, and I was like, what the fuck, dude? And it pulled a mill from my account, so I was like, alright. That's kind of ass. And then whenever I got back on, it corrected itself. Said I paid the mill, so I was like, alright. Because initially it was saying I didn't. I made all 3 of my cell classes sweaty ish or I mean, these are all pretty good classes though. You know what we could do is with the G36, we could probably put an actual face on him. Oh, we could probably keep up with the Tan Man shit. I may have to dump a mag though. See, I don't know. What? I don't know if I want to fuck with a DMR though. I mean, that is a pretty good rifle, but I think we're gonna stay with full auto. I'll probably stay with the juice cannon to be honest. We'll go about it that way. Yeah, we're gonna just click on checkpoint and we'll do bowl. We're gonna have to try to fucking win though. I would prefer not to lose a mill, but honestly, even if I do, I'm not really that concerned.
Another problem, but not FPV drones running me down. And so throughout that exercise, it got my mind jogging. And would you be able to? Would this be a squad defense weapon potentially for a team of special operators?
Yeah, it very well could. We have a system that we designed prototypes. We never got into production with it, but we have several prototypes of something about the size of the toolbox. Weighs about 40 pounds, so it's not light and it's not super light, but you could get a soldier to carry it, or you could get a couple people to move it around with a squad. The range is limited. That's the issue. Like if you want to have something the size of a toolbox and go 50, 100, 200 meters or something like that, that's right now with where the technology is, that's really not possible. Other than if you had a whole bunch of those boxes and you're pointing them all at the same thing, then you could start getting sort of into those type of ranges. But that's...
I want to say it's out of 7 matches, I can lose up to 3. If you lose a 4th, then you have to restart and pay that mill. I think the only good thing though is, if I remember correctly, I thought this had to be paid with Tarkov money, but it looks like you can use arena money now, even though you could transfer. I just remember, no, because you can't transfer till you have this done though. So it would only pull a mill from like your Tarkov money, and it was a fucking hassle because we needed the money. I've had to pay for this thing twice in the past.
That's been a real hard one. I mean, you've seen out on the news maybe these drone guns that folks have. I don't know if you've seen them. Those are electronic warfare. Those are jammers. They're trying to use jamming to kind of like if the bad actor isn't sophisticated or if it's a hobbyist or whatever. The drone guns work pretty good. We're looking at if we could design something like a drone gun, like a drone bazooka maybe. Gotcha. It would be more like where we could have an individual basically hit something at 50 meters or 100 meters that just isn't close in sight. I think it's possible. Okay. I think the first step, and we're working alongside Andrew on a bunch of things, but one of the things we've looked at is, and heard Joe talk about this, is their Roadrunner vehicle that does the vertical land, sort of like Elon's rockets or whatever. It's really cool system. And it has a small little payload section that if Palmer can get his Roadrunner in 6-8 feet, 9-10 yards, something like that, between 3 to 10 yards from a target, then we can electromagnetic pulse it, falls, move on to the next one. There's an application for that kind of a potential. So you could have maybe a drone you could launch and with a squad and go up and project that range that way if you can't tolerate the littler range that you're going to get on a smaller system. We're right now in process of taking our electronics and making them much smaller, much denser to make the power density go way up. And the primary driver of that is vehicle protection. So we've kind of been working our way down. We've gone from kind of the larger fixed and semi-fixed site type protection with the bigger system, and we have a medium system that the Marines want to use for some of their platoons and sort of like expeditionary units and things like that have drone problems, but they could bring them with them on a JLTV or some other vehicle that they have in their arsenal. That's the medium size, and then the small size is for individual vehicle protections, like the tanks that we're talking.
god. I don't mind playing Checkpoint, but I hate playing Checkpoint when, like, I feel like I have to win. Which means I'm gonna be pushing the center objective like a motherfucker.
Box, boobies.
Okay, I'm on it.
It's coming behind. Wait, how is he not dead? We have a fucking cheater on our team, bro. That dude has to be cheating. I think. It feels scummy, but cheater or no cheater, this is gonna help me out. Oh, they're going around. Fuck. How was I not quick enough? Tent, are you cheating, dude, or what? Fuck, dude. I don't know. There's a decent probability this pinch tent is maybe cheating. I don't know. One of the few circumstances where I'm like, I don't give a fuck if he's cheating as long as he's on my team. Alright, maybe he's not cheating. Damn.
is silly.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I saw him die in a stupid fucking way, so maybe he's not cheating, but... Alright, well, that's 1 of 3, so... 2 more.
Talking about earlier, we haven't quite kicked off yet an individual soldier protection, although we're getting tons of pressure and tons of requests out of the Army to do that. I mean, they really want to get it down to kind of an individual soldier level that has something other than what they have today to protect themselves.
Yeah, I actually I didn't even mean for the individual soldier, but I mean if you were to something like the Bin Laden raid, you know, where they could just, you know, roll a vehicle up, maybe it's attached to the helicopter that lands, maybe it's on a vehicle, maybe it's a fucking backpack that you just set right in the middle of the target, and then it gives you, you know, you don't have to worry about FPV drones, you know, coming to mess with you while you're trying to pull a hostage out.
Well, I'll even give you one better. You could take that system and point it at the wall that you're about to bust through or the door you're about to bust through and knock out all the computers, all the different things inside. I mean, it, again, works on everything. So drones, yes, but it also will work if Bin Laden sitting there on his computer network.
Shit.
Take out his computers. Everything goes dark in his room. And then, boom, the explosion happens. They go in and get him. So it has a ton of applications. When we start looking at special ops and some of the three-letter agencies and stuff, it's got just a ton of adjacent applications other than just drone stuff. You can stop vehicles with this thing. So imagine like a cop with a thing on his hood, like one of the medium or small size systems on the hood of a car, chasing out after someone, stop them by hitting them with electromagnetic energy. The car engine shuts down. They calmly and easily take the guy in. Or someone running a gate, right? Trying to do a run of a gate. Typically, some tragedies have happened that we've had to just shoot those folks that have gone off the deep end and trying to charge into a gate with a vehicle. You could create a system that stops vehicles with electromagnetic energy prior to having to do small arms fire on an individual.
It was the same thing at Langley. Like, this person ran the gate and pulled up to the flight line where 22s were about to take off. But they gave up, though. I don't know. They didn't get killed. Then not even a week later, someone else ran another gate. I don't think they made it to the flight line. It was pretty wild they got to the flight line here at Langley. But, yeah, I was literally probably like a quarter mile away, too. I could see the vehicle, all the security forces. I didn't see him actually run the fence, though, onto the flight line. But, no, the other person, like a week later, got shot, killed. The one over at Langley was running from the civilian cops and thought it'd be a good fucking idea to go on an Air Force base, dude, with like 22s literally on the runway getting ready to take off. Not a smart fucking idea.
Individual doing that.
Wow.
Jet skis in ports. That's another one that is a big problem. Jet skis running around ships and stuff in port. Don't shoot the jet ski. Just shoot it with a little electromagnetic energy. Turn off the jet ski and arrest the perpetrator.
Who is operating these? Is this operated by AI? Is it an individual operator?
It's a range. I think CIWS is a really good. I used to be a combat information center officer on the Incheon, was my first ship where I got my SWO pin and stuff. It had 3 modes of operation. It has a man in the loop, which is just manual. The man on the loop, where the system will go through and.
That was really smooth. That's really fucked up shit. Fucking Быстро! Get out! Get out! Нет, нет, еще раз нет. Get out! This one is finished. I'm gonna fucking kill you! Давай, блядь! Готов! Сука, петух! Так, got the reload!
Bro, if he wasn't doing stupid voice comps, he could have effectively...
My bad.
You're good, Reaper.
I thought I got you.
Dude, it seemed that way initially.
My bad. You standing literally behind the motherfucker. You seen that, right?
I did, yeah.
Говно! Минус 1! Ченчин, магазин!
Damn, bro, I go out there for fucking ammo. Fuck, dude!
What I see.
Why did I hip fire like a fucking idiot, bro?
Damn it! Shit!
There's someone down there to the right.
What time is it? He took so many fucking hits.
My game is running like fucking dog shit.
Dude, I'm getting so much desync. 175 frames, but I'm getting desync and rubber band.
How the fuck did I not get that kill, dude? I need these fucking idiots to step it up, dude. You know what? I'm at the bottom of, or, well, I guess center. But it'd be nice if they played the objective just a tad.
Dude, I almost sniped the fuck out of you.
Damn, he got past us once again, bro. My fucking teammate's killing me, dude. How many fucking times has that happened? Wow. That was all my aim. What? You fucking hit that? How? Whole team bunching up. Fuck, man. I can't go that way, dude. I'm gonna fucking die again. Fuck! Fuck! Ah, God damn it, Reaper! I'm sorry, dude. Nice, he's got the Model 3. How's that dude not fucking dead? Fuck. How many fucking rounds did that guy get off?
That was my bad, guys. I just might get.
Well, that fucking sucks, boys. That was supposed to be a win, dude. I don't know what happened. I went after objectives so aggressively too, unfortunately. It's whatever. We'll go back in. Big O Syed.
And give you a recommendation and say, we recommend this course of action. You say yes, you say no, change. And you have fully auto. Just like NSC was, where you're just like, oh man, this is, you know, the world is crashing down. I got 1,000 drones from every direction coming in, and I just wouldn't even have time to I got to save myself. And you put it in full auto, and it does it all. It does it all.
Right on. You ready to go take a look at this thing?
Let's do it.
Spring is here. The days are getting longer. The weather is getting better. It's in. The ranch just got some defense tech.
A Leonidas AGV, autonomous ground vehicle. And what we have is a full-size system, like we were talking about, ones that would be appropriate against maybe a base defense or something at larger range. But now this is made to be mobile. Now, 3 companies came together to make this mobile. 1, Epirus, see the big antenna. 2, General Dynamics Land Systems. And 3, Kodiak Defense. And Kodiak Defense provides the autonomy. So they're kind of doing the Waymo of this truck. So this truck can drive with a driver or without, just like a Waymo car. Drive around wherever you need it, drive by wire or drive autonomously. Position the system wherever you need to position it. Like let's say we get a detection and 10 kilometers away on your property, here comes some hostile drones. Thing can start up, drive itself over, start close on those drones, get closer and closer, stop, position the antenna, take out the drones. All in one package. You've got 2 radar panels on the bumper here, Echodyne radar, high frequency, very, very much tuned to drone and drone detection. And then on the front, on the top of the roof, you see 2 more panels. Those are Echodyne radars. You have 4 panels that give you 360-degree situational awareness that you're surveying everything. And then you see cameras all along for the autonomy by the rear view mirrors there. On top, you have a Starlink antenna. So you have a Starlink antenna and then some UHF antennas for communication. So you're getting everything sort of, this is totally live node, if you will, a node on the battlefield. And then the antenna itself, of course, is your electromagnetic interference field creator that's going to take and position it wherever it needs to position, then form a wall or a shield of energy.
Wow.
So this is a really big request on the Army side. The Army really said to me, look, it's great. We like the technology, but it needs to be mobile. It's just the way the Army's going. They want everything to be maneuverable as they're starting to defend different bases. They're realizing that mobility is like a necessity. And then 2, the Army has said that when the range is limited and they can't get far enough out, they can power project forward. They can move the mobile system out forward to the front line and then from there get another half a mile or mile out in order to stop the drones.
Right on. Wow. So 4 radars, 2 Starlink dishes.
Some UHF antennas on top.
UHF antennas.
Yep. And then some cameras and automated systems. You can see these 360-degree cameras and servos and all of that. That helps. This is like you see on a Waymo car. They're just made to be militarized for this particular system.
Okay. Wow.
So you can imagine a guy in the passenger seat will have a laptop where he'll have full situational awareness. He might have Lattice running on his laptop by Anduril inside, have full situational awareness where everything's happening, where other effectors might be. And then when assignment comes into this particular guy, comes in onto the computer, if a guy is inside, might be in a container somewhere just running everything automatically. But if there is a manual operator, he'd get all of that information inside the cab and then be able to drive the thing wherever he needs to drive to protect whatever he needs to protect.
So if this is fully autonomous, and this thing decides it needs to be all the way over there, it will just drive itself over there and then position the antenna in the way that it needs to be positioned to take out the threat?
Absolutely, yeah.
And then talk about this, the antenna here.
So the antenna itself, you can see it, if you measured it right now, it's about 10 foot by 8 foot, where you see that square right on top of where the sticker sits. Behind that antenna are hundreds of individual elements. They look like little square silver boxes, and there's hundreds of them back behind here. And phasing, they call it phasing all of those up. What you do is each one puts out a little bit.
Son of a... We're in for unforgettable fight for money and respect. 5, 4.
K308. Yo! How is that not a fucking kill, dude? Fuck. I get so focused on like the ammo boxes that I'll start playing dumb. That should have been a fucking kill, dude. What? We have to pull B, boys.
Red took everything. Point B.
I have to reload. I'm gonna die reloading. Damn, dude.
Blue's winning. Match times ticking down. Blue's edge.
Well, that went well. Went positive. Alright, we need to win one more out of 4. So we can lose 3 more. I don't even need to think that way.
A little bit of energy, a little bit of energy, a little bit of energy. And you take all of that energy and phase it up into one tremendously strong beam and then push that beam out into the atmosphere. And that's what causes the electromagnetic interference field or directed energy field that causes all the problems with any sort of electronics. So it's not easy. Think about it. We are creating out of a machine made out of electronics something that disables any electronics being able to fly or being able to operate from hundreds of meters, if not kilometers away, without kind of self-destroying ourselves, right, and taking ourselves offline. There's a tremendous amount of innovation when it comes to shielding, when it comes to protecting the circuits from getting their own electromagnetic interference energy back on top of it. So that's why it's so state-of-the-art, and that's why I think it's so unique, is that we're taking into consideration things that just really have never been done before, or even attempted before, for that matter.
Is this so would the beam be about the size of this rectangle here? Or
no, the beam would be smaller than the rectangle because right behind the rectangle are hundreds of those elements. Just if you pull that rectangle off, you see hundreds. The beam would come down to be about, let's say, 10 degrees or so. Between 5 and 10 degrees is where your beam is going to get shaped.
Wow, so they all just go like this?
Yeah,
interconnect and then...
If you think about it, like in the water, if you had like one wave maker in water making waves, then you had another wave maker making waves, you try to time them up so those waves start to stack on top of each other. So like 100 times over though, like if you had 100 water wave makers that are making a wave in the water, wave in the water, wave in the water, and you time them such that every wave crested at the exact same point, fell at the exact same point, you could create a huge wave. If you imagine hundreds of those wave makers, you could create a huge wave out of a bunch of little waves if you just time the sequencing and the pulsing of those waves at the same time. Exactly what we do inside a microwave system. But the waves are moving much quicker. They're of course in microwaves, not in water. But timing those waves so that each one of those peaks and each one of those valleys line up and then form it into a very narrow, for the size of the system, narrow beam that we then move the narrow beam around electronically by, again, timing those waves in sequence so that the system goes to the left, goes to the right, goes up, goes down. Then on top of that electronic steering, we have our mechanical steering where we can spin the system around. It goes around about, each second it'll cover about 30 degrees of rotation, so it moves very quickly. And every time we see a drone, even if we start with an electronic scan and then turn the antenna to follow so that we get the biggest punch for the system that we can possibly get. Because when you're face on like this is when the antenna is the most powerful. So as this moves around, nobody's detecting it, nobody's seeing where it's at, doesn't even know that the system can shoot down drones. Drones appear, we shoot them down, then we move the system away from where it just happened so it doesn't become a target. Because, you know, well, sooner or later people will start saying, hey, we can't get any drones through if they've got one of these Leonidas sitting out there. And if that happens, we're going to want to move the system, right? So that it doesn't become a target.
Gotcha. And so these radars that you have up top and these two back here, that's what picks up the thread. And then this, you know, bad boy right here, the Leonidas, which shoots it down. What is the operator seeing? When...
So the operator sees...
Did our guys not take? With a bunch of boneheads, dude. We gotta go to the right, fuck the left, and they just took everything. Wish I could be on the other side. Fuck! No!
My bad.
Look at that!
I feel like that should have been a fucking kill, Reese. Fuck!
Reds in the lead by Matt Smith. Captured point B.
Dude, my guy was so fucked. He's above. Fuck. GG's. You already lost. Fuck, dude. How did they not fucking kill him? Fuck, that was dumb. That was dumb. I had no business being out there. We're gonna reset my game after this. I know we already lost this one. Fuck, dude. No! That was supposed to be my kill. Man, these boys have gone fucking sloppy.
Dude, I'm so sorry.
No, you're fine, King. Why did I on ADS, dude? Should have got both those kills. We're gonna reset though. Well, fuck. I think I can take 2 more losses, dude. My team was just like sucking ass the first like 3 minutes, and yeah, then they came in clutch though. So hopefully Hopefully I can catch a wind so I don't have to pay again.
These like a God view of the landscape. So they'll have like Google Earth and see your entire landscape here. And then on top of that, layered on top of that, are the different drones. And they get kind of all pulled in through the Starlink, all networked in that same network. It can like see all the drones, not only the drones right over your place where our radars might be detecting it, but if there's drones in your neighbor's yard and they have a radar that's on the same network, it'll see the drones even starting from over there. So we get a really big, we try to get the biggest heads up as we possibly can to make sure that we're minimizing the need for like hundreds of these to surround your property. We want to have early detection, early observation, move the system into the optimal place to defend it, and then defend the place as a last line of defense.
Is the distance that the radars can detect the drones, is that the same distance that this is max effective range of the Leonidas? So when you detect a drone, can you immediately shoot it down is basically what I'm asking.
No, the detection range is longer, so you'll get detection of the drones, hopefully. I mean, sometimes you won't. You know, if a bad actor decided to hide a drone in this weeds over here and it just popped up, we detect it to be able to shoot it in the same distance. But in a, like, let's say in a desert, you might have a lot of landscape that you can see out to. You might detect a drone at 20 kilometers. You might detect a drone at least 10 kilometers. You'll be able to detect a drone. This one will just position itself and get ready to take the drones down when given the assignment. And then when it comes in around 2 kilometers or something, that's when we start engaging at about 2 kilometers.
Shit. Damn, this is awesome.
You see we have these cables. This is where all the DC power is being fed up into the system. So you take AC power, alternate current power, so you get a generator like power in your house, it's at 60 hertz. You take that, you convert it back in the back end to DC. These DC cables bring the DC up into the columns. And then once that DC power is in the columns all stored up, it sends it into what we call the LRAMs, those boxes. Those LRAMs are magical converters that convert that DC power into RF power, microwave power, using, if you remember, I'll quiz you, gallium nitride. Using gallium nitride in order to do that conversion. So that's like the magic rocks, if you will, like a magic material that's able to take massive amounts of power and convert that power to massive high-powered microwave system, or microwave energy.
Wow. Let's take. I just want to take a peek at the front. I haven't seen the front yet.
On the front.
Damn, that is badass looking. Look at that thing.
Yeah, you feel protected just seeing it. You know, wait till it operates and people are like, "What?"
Oh man, I would love to see that.
Yeah.
I would love to see that.
But we're getting close to being a lot more liberally able to shoot it. The FAA is very interested in seeing these things deployed. They feel safe with this sort of a system versus some of the kinetics, and even the laser systems can give people worry when you're shooting them over like El Paso or whatever. Like they had to shut down that airport a couple times when they had a laser system or whatever down there. This system wouldn't need to shut down any airports. It wouldn't have any sort of issues just operating alongside other radars and other. It's kind of like a high-powered radar more than it is any kind of traditional directed energy system.
Man, that is really cool. Really cool. And you're getting ready to crank out how many of these?
We're trying to get this year, by the end of the year, we're trying to get 1 a week. So 50 a year, that's take us into next year. And then after that, we need to expand. We're in Southern California and we're looking at Oklahoma's where we can build volume, where we can get over 100 a year. So we're looking at multi-systems per week. In California, we think we can manage about 1 a week. It's great to see someone so excited about it, as I am.
Like I said, I've been tracking this thing for like 2 or 3 years now. And to have one in the backyard is pretty fucking crazy. So have you had one in your backyard yet?
No, you have that privilege.
Right on.
Interested in a CEO job?
I am.
Let's swap me out. I'll be your CTO.
Cool. All right, Andy, we're back from the break.
Right.
What a awesome piece of machinery you've got out there. Yeah. But I wanted to go over, I got some myths, debunking Leonidas HPM myths, which I think we covered some of that, but Havana syndrome. Are you familiar with Havana syndrome?
I've heard what it is, and I've heard the theories, but again, I don't have any inside information. I'm just a microwave engineer, directed energy guy with some amount of know-how, and could perceive something to be at the right frequency and the right energy and all of that to hurt a human. I mean, obviously, microwave ovens, if you stood in a microwave oven, you wouldn't survive, over a few minutes. So there are ways of directing that energy, just like we direct other energies, to probably cause harm to others. Now, good news is that I don't need to worry about any of that, even in like a sort of a fratricide way with people. It's very safe, our system. Our system, as I kind of talked about earlier, I'd stand right in front of even the main beam for a short amount of time. It's totally safe. It's tuned in frequency and in energy. It's tuned for electronics. And humans, but not only humans, birds, plants, trees, any of that in the way of the beam won't be affected at all. You won't get any damage at all for any types of living creatures.
Are there any other kind of misunderstandings or myths about Leonidas that you want to address? It will take out the tethered drones. We covered that, correct? Yeah,
it takes out tethered drones. I think some people, this is getting a little deep, but I'll kind of talk about it, and then just for the listeners that maybe understand a little bit more about directed energy, and in particular high-powered microwave, there's two kind of classes, I'll call them. There's what's called wideband, high-powered microwave directed energy, and narrowband, high-powered microwave. And when they say band, they're talking about the frequency. So how many frequencies does this particular system use or leverage? How many frequencies does this narrowband use and leverage? Traditionally, historically, narrowband systems have been working sometimes not working. Working on some targets, but not working on all targets. That's been historically the impression that directed energy experts have about narrowband systems. Wideband systems, which we started getting at decades ago, leverage something called vacuum tubes or transmit wave tubes, which are these very sort of simple but very effective amplifiers like gallium nitride, but they amplify in a way that causes you have to operate the system differently than the way we operate our system. You can't use the same sort of techniques and the same sort of ways that we operate our system. The difference between our narrowband system and previous generations and previous ages that they've tried this is, one, we have a component of being able to move the narrowband frequency to whatever frequency within a certain bandwidth that we want to move it at. So we can choose and pick. We can go through and say, try this frequency, try this frequency, try this frequency, try this frequency. So we're trying to match or map the electromagnetic interference to the drone susceptibilities. So some drones may be susceptible to these frequencies, some may not be. Some are susceptible to these frequencies, some others may not be. So we've changed sort of the way that narrowband directed energy is used, and we do it in a smart way. We talked a little bit about AI. A lot of the system has a lot of software-defined AI and other sort of like control loops, machine learning and stuff like that that helps with process.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Fuck, dude. We're gonna lose this. I already have a feeling. That was on me, dude. I hate this. That means I have one more chance. Bro, how the fuck did I not kill that dude? Oh, fuck! They were all lined up over there, boys. I didn't have my laser on. Bro, good shit, dude, with the pistol. Fuck. How in the fuck did I get that kill? I'm dead. I'm dead. How in the motherfuck did that dude live? Boys, pull out the big boy guns. This is my last chance, and then I lose my 1,000,000 rupees. Please, for the love of Christ.
Time for revenge. Look at how he
Like, this guy's a fucking idiot. He could have been pulling the objective this entire time, but he's standing in a goddamn corner. Oh, you're fucking insane, dude. I mean, at least the guy at the bottom of the leaderboard is fucking PTFO, you know? No! He was supposed to die! Charlie! We gotta go after Charlie! Come on, boys. What are you guys doing? Fuck! Just get in there, teammate. Fucking lovely. Lovely, 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 lovely. Why can't Pete Sniffer and I be on a team, dude?
Say hello to my little friend.
Oh, fuck, sorry. We got this, gentlemen. Nice, dude. I just need my team to pick it up a little bit, bro. I'm gonna lose the fucking million, dude. Relay. Fuck. Fuck, I almost got that second one too, dude. Don't want to take B, don't want to take B. Fuck! I'm dead. Oh, fuck. Oh, I almost got them all, dude. That should have been my kill too, dude. They won. I think they just won because of that. God damn it, bro. All I needed was my fucking teammates to do something, man. The second place guy helped out, I guess. He also TK'd me too. It's like, this fucking task is so stupid, bro. I play with incompetence, dude. It's horrible. And my stream restarted.